Richard Southern joins us now with a look at some of the day's top business stories. And Richard, we begin with the soaring cannabis sales here in Canada.
So, Melissa, we got the final numbers in for legal pot sales for 2020, and it shows that, well, we're smoking an awful lot of it, apparently. Stats Canada said in total, $2.6 billion worth of legal cannabis was sold last year. That's the most ever, and up 120% over 2019. And you know what we can kind of glean from this report from Stats Canada, Mel, is that there might have been a lot of cannabis under Christmas trees this year, because the December sales numbers were huge. Just here in Ontario in December, more than $94 million worth of legal cannabis was sold. That's up 14.2% from November. Overall, Stats Canada believes that legal sales for the first time outpaced illicit sales in the third quarter of last year. So it's taken a while, but it's come to the point, Melissa, where that legal market is really starting to thrive here.
Okay, now housing prices continue to grow at a startling pace here in Ontario.
You know, if you got a house, be nice to it, Melissa, because it may be the big breadwinner in your family. Like, no jokes.
Wow.
Bank of Montreal points out that your house is probably making more money than you are. You know, we got housing prices at a record here in the GTA, and so the Bank of Montreal points out that there's a good chance it's earning a lot more money than you are. For example, here in the GTA, the average house price, $941,000. That's up $100,000 in 12 months. So it made $100,000 in a year. Average income in Toronto, just above $78,000. So the house is making more. It's even more pronounced in Hamilton, where the average price is up $154,000 over the past year. Average salary in Hamilton, $75,000. So how about that, Melissa? House is making a lot of money.
Some crazy numbers there. Now, Canada is joining the international push to make Facebook pay for news content it shows.
This is really an important story, right? Because, you know, if you click on a news story on YouTube, or on Google, rather, as many of us do, Google gets the money for that, but the news organization doesn't. So Canada may be the next country to go after Facebook to actually pay up for this. Facebook recently blocked all Australian news content over proposed legislation in Australia that would require Google to pay news publishers. Canada's Heritage Minister is crafting similar legislation here to be unveiled in the next couple of months, and he condemned Facebook's action and said it wouldn't deter Ottawa from trying to get Google to pay up for news here in Canada. The Australian model requires both Google and Facebook to reach deals to pay news outlets whose links drive activity on their services. So that's certainly a big story, one we'll continue to watch.